So Deadline is reporting that Benedict Cumberbatch will be Doctor Strange after all. He's long been rumored for the role. He's denied it multiple times, but it looks like these two crazy kids are going to work something out. Now, one has to wonder if Deadline has spoiled yet another big press event for Marvel. As you might recall, last week they promised to debut the trailer for Avengers Age of Ultron during Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this week, only to have the trailer leak about 24 hours later, causing them to officially release the trailer and then kind of as a last-minute patchwork show a scene tomorrow during Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. From Avengers Age of Ultron to try and make up for the loss of viewership that they were trying to direct there. Now, of course, tomorrow is a big day for Marvel because they have this mystery press event. They've invited numerous members of the press to the El Capitan Theater in Los Angeles for some kind of Marvel Studios announcement, and everyone's been wondering what it is. And some people thought maybe it was a Doctor Strange casting announcement. But it must be something else because part of Deadline's coverage is that they've only entered negotiations. That means they've sized each other up. They want to go steady, and now they're going to try and work up, I guess you could say, a prenup or some kind of legal agreement. So let's discuss. I think this is certainly not the outside-of-the-box casting that seemed to be, maybe would be the case for Doctor Strange with Joaquin Phoenix, Ewan McGregor. A lot of interesting names. Jared Leto were circling this movie. None of them materialized, and instead we went for a fanboy favorite, which is a positive in some ways because it's a very large group of the fan base for Marvel and Benedict Cumberbatch wanted to see. But there are a lot of good elements here, and there are a few bad elements, so let's discuss. Let's start out with the good. Well, the first thing is that he's basically already playing the role on BBC's Sherlock. He has the look, he has the outfit, it's pretty much the same setup. For instance, and I'm not sure if this is a positive or a negative, we'll revisit that in the negative section, but right now we'll treat it as a positive. He knows how to do investigative work, and Doctor Strange investigates spiritual cases. He has a great repartee with his assistant Watson, and of course Dr. Strange has Wong. And then of course he's got the black hair, he's got the trench coat, he's got the attitude. So he could definitely play this role in his sleep. And audiences like him doing it, or at least the small fan base that he has, the small intense fan base that he has for Sherlock. A lot of these are like double-edged swords. You'll see a lot of, looking at this from a different angle when we discuss some of the potential drawbacks. But so far, we're going to look at these as positives. Then also, I think it's a very strong chance he's going to be an Oscar winner by the time they start shooting this film and release it in theaters, or at least a nominee, because he's a very strong frontrunner with The Imitation Game. Hopefully this will raise the profile for The Imitation Game, so that's exciting right there, because now everybody will be like, well, that's the Doctor Strange guy. So that's really impressive. Now, the other big thing, and this is a big one, I think, for Marvel, and that's that Benedict Cumberbatch is one heck of a team player. He is such a professional. He has a good relationship with the press. He has a good relationship with his fan base. And he works really hard. He does all the press events. He goes to multiple countries. He does all the television shows. He walks the full carpet. He signs for fans. I did a press event here in New York for Star Trek Into Darkness, and he was truly, as I said, a professional and friendly towards everyone. So that's, I think, really important for Marvel because, of course, publicity is a big part of what they do. Benedict Cumberbatch will go to Comic-Con. He'll do all the things that he needs to do that are necessary. He'll do the crossover movie cameos. He'll just embrace the whole culture because he's a fan, as we've seen from many of his interviews, particularly on the Graham Norton show with his impressions and loving Star Wars, etc. And now he gets to play in that universe. So that's exciting as well. His passion. We'll add that to the pile of good. Now, where's the bad? Many of you are probably thinking there's no bad, Grace. It's all good. But we have to look at this. We have to step back from our own fandom. I'm a huge Benedict Cumberbatch fan. I love him in Sherlock. But we have to step back and look at it from a business perspective. Now, in terms of that fan base, it's intense. It's very loyal to him, but it's small. He has yet to break over into the mainstream. So that is a potential problem. And I think to a lot of viewers the world over, they're going to see Benedict Cumberbatch and say, oh yeah, hey look, it's that subpar Khan from Star Trek Into Darkness. That is definitely a hurdle this Doctor Strange movie will have to overcome. Now let's segue into that. What's going to happen in the Star Trek universe? Is he going to coexist in the Star Trek films and over in Marvel? Zoe Saldana's doing it, I guess, so why not? but some had hoped and speculated that he would return for the third Star Trek film. He even kind of, said, he was open to the idea, or it's been coming up in his discussions lately and for publicity, and to flesh out his Khan, who was quite frankly paper thin in Star Trek Into Darkness. That's probably going to not happen, at least for the third film, because he's going to be so busy with joining the Marvel Universe. So that kind of puts Star Trek into a weird place. Then we'll go over into Sherlock. As I said, he's basically already playing this role. So what does it do to Sherlock? Does it double down on Sherlock and make it even more awesome and create a situation where people are like, wow, maybe I should try Sherlock now? Or it's going to be, if I watch Sherlock, it's more Doctor Strange. Isn't that exciting? So that's one way it could go. Or, people could say, well, I already see him as Doctor Strange. I don't need to watch Sherlock. And now Sherlock, every time I watch Sherlock, I see Doctor Strange. Unless he seriously changes his look. He could grow the goatee or have the goatee applied with makeup, special effects makeup. He could do that. That would be an interesting look. I think he could rock a goatee. What do you think? And he certainly mimics some of my favorite illustrations of Doctor Strange back from the Doctor Strange miniseries. That's the Doctor Strange that I prefer. So if they change the look, I mean, they have to decide if they want to try and piggyback onto the Sherlock success, or they want to try and create a separate entity. And because the reason they might want to have a separate entity, some of you might be saying, well, why would you want to do that? Sherlock is so popular. Well, you don't want Doctor Strange, the movie, to look like Sherlock Holmes, the movie, like it's funded by the BBC. Because one, it might cause some brand confusion, and two, people are going, well, I watch Sherlock on the small screen, I'll wait to watch this on the small screen, especially since they have this director, Scott Derrickson, who doesn't have a lot of experience with big budget films. Now, of course, neither did James Gunn, so, we could be in for another pleasant surprise for Marvel. So it's a very interesting situation. Marvel is very good at launching properties, very good at publicity. Benedict Cumberbatch is certainly game. All those pieces are going to fall into place. So what really is the question here is we're going to finally get an answer. I guess that's the answer. The answer here is we're finally going to find out if Benedict Cumberbatch has not been able to transition to mainstream Hollywood films because of the projects that he's been in, or because he just isn't that kind of talent. He could be a Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell has a huge fan base, just never been able to go beyond his initial, that small fan base and become a mainstream player. So what do you think? Are you excited about this news? Are you like, yes, this is what I wanted all along? Or are you disappointed we're not going to get one of those more interesting choices that Marvel was considering and we were discussing? Write your thoughts down below. Should Joaquin Phoenix be kicking himself right now? Write your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for a bunch of Marvel coverage this week as they continue to dominate the headlines in a tug of war for our attention with DC. Bye.